Hey YouTube, Metagross here, and in one of my previous videos I just reviewed Transformers, Crash Combiners, Shocknado, being Shock Drive and Warnado. Today I want to take a look at, ta-da, I'm just kidding, Skysledge and Stormhammer, when their combination, Skyhammer. Now I know I keep saying I'm not going to do more Transformers, but the reason I want to do this one is because Shocknado is a repaint and minor remold because of the little head pieces of Skyhammer. So I thought it'd be cool, especially because I wanted to get Skyhammer anyway. I thought it'd be cool to get Skyhammer and do a video to show you how they're different or what makes them both cool sets that are worth picking up. So here we have Skyhammer, the combination of Skysledge and Stormhammer on the front of the box, and he looks very, very cool. We haven't seen either character, actually we haven't seen any of the four characters, nor have we seen either Power Links in the show, Robots in Disguise. I'm assuming they're coming up soon. They'll either just be filler characters that have, artwork, or they might actually show up for an episode or two. That'd be really cool. Stormhammer, he kind of reminds me a little bit of either War for Cybertron Air Raid, or potentially even like a Power Glide, or with I think his name is Windwave. Anyway, the point being is that a white and red Autobot that flies is not uncommon to Transformers, especially when you consider the appearance of Skysledge, who, if you look at his artwork, he looks a lot like G1 Jetfire. Now, some of you may be saying that doesn't look like Jetfire's head. Jetfire in the toy had a head just like this, though in the the TV show, he actually had a mouth and like eyes. But yeah, he visually looks a lot like Jetfire does. So here we have Stormhammer next to Warnado, and as you can see, other than a change in color, they are the same mold. And surprising no one, they actually have the same head sculpt. Let me flip this around so you can see. They have the same head sculpt, which, considering that Warnado is a repaint of Stormhammer, that would make sense. Stormhammer's head matches his artwork. Stormhammer's head matches his artwork. So that makes sense, that his makes sense. However, that also explains why Warnado's head doesn't really match his artwork. And moving right along, here we have Skysledge next to Shock Drive. Skysledge, of course, being designed to more replicate Jetfire, like I said before. He, I think, is going to be a bit cooler. You can see he does have that very traditional Jetfire visor, and both of their head sculpts actually do match their package. So, other than the vehicle modes just being a different color, these are the only ones that are actually individual figures. And honestly, I do kind of like the black wings and the red chest plate a little bit more than the dark purple on the light purple. Just like before, we're going to be transforming them into their Skyhammer form, which I think Skyhammer is a lot cooler of a name than Stormsledge. I'm really glad they went with Skyhammer. We're going to be transforming them by plugging Skysledge's kind of front bumper into Stormhammer's butt. We plug that in. You can see the chest plate flips up, revealing the Autobot symbol. And body flips around. Leg opens. Feet flip out. Stand him up, and of course we have, now to adjust the camera, flip back the hands, and of course arms can go at up to a 90-degree angle. I like to leave them at kind of a 45-degree angle. And there we go! There we have Skyhammer. And if Skysledge wasn't reminiscent already of Jetfire, this is a very Jetfire Air Raid kind of character. I mean, really, he looks like one of the aerial bots. I mean, obviously, he's supposed to be kind of like a Jetfire air raid, kind of clone, but he kind of can pretty much look like any one of the aerial bots. Of course, for comparison, here he is next to his repaint Shocknado. You can see they're visually the same. They're mold-wise, they're the same, other than just the paint scheme. They even have the same head sculpt. It's just that Skyhammer has his eyes painted in with little dots of blue. Let me see if I can block that a little bit. With little dots of blue. Meanwhile, for Shocknado, it's literally just a streak of red across. It actually does have eyes molded in. So, yeah, I mean, it is literally the same mold. The only difference in the molding is that Skysledge and Shock Drive have different heads. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this video because, well, it's another $12 out of my pocket, but and they're like literally the same figure, just different colors. But seeing them next to each other is kind of cool. I mean, I can have them do battle against each other, and of course, just for comparison, because I did it in the last video, here they are next to Deluxe Class Starscream. So you can see they are roughly the same size as a Deluxe Class together. So, the fact that they're actually cheaper than a Deluxe Class kinda makes up for it. And then, of course, here's Skysledge compared to Legion Class Shockwave. So you can see they're about as big as a Legion Class. Cool. I do not plan on doing another Crash Combiner set. To my knowledge, until Power of the Primes, the only Transformer figure I want to get is Squeaks. So hopefully I'll find that eventually. It's super hard to find any The Last Night figures in my area because, even going to every store in the area, they're always out of stock. Anyway, so thank you all for watching. I've been Metagross Freak, and hopefully this video has mixed up the old video enough to make it worth watching again. Cool. Thanks. Bye. I won't bore you. See you later.